drop that flame.
So what's good, y'all? It's Thrasher Teezy here at the Cloud Station. I got the beautiful, wonderful Raven here. You know what I'm saying? We about to get into this art, man. Hey, shout out to Raven. Thank you again. She made this painting. It's a couple more paintings that I got from her. Check out her work. It's pretty dope. Yeah, so we just gonna get cracking. So how was your day? How's everything going?
Well, first, thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate the introduction.
Yeah.
My day has been challenging, but it's been good. Nothing a giant can't handle.
I feel you.
How
and
about
you
your
here
day?
now.
Yeah.
Interesting. Super early. Got my paycheck, so you know.
We both did.
Yeah, word. So we got paid today, so that's gonna be all right. You feel me? Regardless. Yeah. Got my hair done. Got my hair braided. Shout out to Saquana. You know what I mean? Appreciate the braids. You feel me? And yeah, I'm here now. We just chilling. We vibing. Sipping on something good. You know. Yeah, I'm blessed. You feel me?
And highly favored.
Thank you. All right, so what made you start making these paintings? Like, what inspired you to literally just be like, you know what, I'm gonna do this?
So it was definitely during the pandemic. I've always been artsy though.
Okay.
Like I've always been a drawer, a painter. When I was growing up, art was one of my prime majors. Like I had to do art every single year of school.
Yeah.
And I mean, it just kind of stuck with me throughout then. And then I took a small, I guess like a long break. And I don't know, the pandemic kind of like helped me to think about what I want to do for myself.
Yeah.
That's something that like speaks through all of my expressions, not just, one focal point.
Okay.
So I just started to look at different techniques, like look at different styles that I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
And then I came across acrylic pouring, or fluid art. There's there's some names out there.
I would never thought it would have been called fluid art, but I can see it though through the process of making it.
Yeah, it's like really fun because like with my Instagram, it has that it speaks to like my elemental side.
Okay.
And like so I use fire to I use a torch to seal the bubbles like after I lay the paint. I use different additives and sometimes like water to thin out the paint to make it run a lot easier.
Okay.
And the colors, like the inspiration. Sometimes I use air to help get certain flows, certain
like
vibes.
a fan?
Yeah, I'll use like a hair dryer, and I'll use different attachments on the end to get me a specific style, or I'll use a straw.
Look at you. That's so creative.
I use
it's like creative behind the creative process.
Yeah,
that's kind of crazy.
It's a really fun process, and I can definitely get really lost in it. But yeah, the pandemic kind of, I don't know, brought it to me, and I was like, oh, this is cool. I've never like done something like this before.
Yeah.
And
would you say it's very therapeutic for you?
It is.
Nice.
A lot of times when I'm angry, I paint. I paint more when I'm angry than when I'm happy. It's very weird. Usually I would think that you would, you like kind of coasting. And like when I'm happy, I'm kind of like, all right, I'm like, doing this. And then I realize like, damn, I haven't painted in like 2 weeks. Like, I've had like a nice like streak of, ain't no bullshit happening or falling out the sky or something like that. But then I realized that I haven't done anything. And then I'm like, all right, I'm going to get back into it. Cannot focus. Like I got way too much shit going on in my head. Yeah. And then when I'm angry though, when I'm really sad and in kind of a I guess you would say like a small depressive state. Like I don't necessarily feel like really focusing on anything else, but I do want to focus on something because I feel like I'm not doing anything, and that bugs me.
Yeah, I feel you.
Definitely not a natural lazy person. I have to force myself to be lazy.
Yeah.
So
I think that's a good trait though. But sometimes I guess you would need your rest. Do you not rest sometimes?
A lot of times I don't. A lot of times I'm working fucking all the time.
Yeah.
Literally all the time. I really don't do anything else but that, work out, and work. Literally. So, I mean, but it's like, I've been working since I was 15 though.
Yeah.
I've been taking care of myself for a very long time. So, all I really know is work. So, I kind of thought about during the pandemic, like, all right, since I like to work so fucking much, why don't I just do something that makes me happy in the same sense, and then I can work and be happy fully with work,
True.
You know? So it was for a long time, it definitely was modeling. Kind of still is.
Yeah.
But I don't know, I'm just kind of like, I don't know if I'm growing out of it. And sometimes it makes me really sad because I really love it. But I get these moments where it's like, I'm tired of people knowing me for modeling. Like, I want to do something different. I want to express myself somehow, some way that speaks through all of my emotions and not just one.
But maybe it's just you're evolving. And since you're evolving, some things that you used to do on a constant, on a regular, like you're growing out of it. And I can see how that's frustrating, you know what I'm saying? Because it's something that, you know what I'm saying, you obviously have a passion for. You take it serious, you know what I'm saying? Like, your content is dope, you know what I mean?
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. We gonna have her Instagram, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna show all that, you know, her page. And but yeah, no, that's I can see, like, with you, like, taking a break from modeling, and maybe you just gotta approach it differently, or, you know what I mean, just let a certain time frame just inspire you, like, and you have I see that you have a certain, you work with certain photographers, and I feel like the photographers that you work with really know how to capture, like, a good dope scene, and like the colors and everything, the details.
It's really hard to I come across some great creators, not gonna lie. Like, even the ones where I feel like they haven't really captured me the way that I am used to. It still is a great experience because I get to see how they all have a different eye. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And they all have their different flow. And even though they may not be, like, I don't know, a specific photographer that I've worked with before, where I've maybe worked with them like several times. Yeah. You know, I still am very grateful to be able to just create. Like, that was the thing about modeling for me. I didn't care about being paid. Okay. Like, I was not paid every single shoot that I've ever done. Like, and majority of my shoots I've done for free. Like, I've only been paid for very few of my shoots, a small percentage. And
so it was always out of the love.
Yeah, literally, because, like, I didn't mind, like, buying the fits, like, putting the style together, you know, coming up with the scheme, like, coming up, you know, with any ideas or anything like that. I didn't mind doing any of that. I mean, definitely they put their opinions in, their ideas in, inspirations.
It was a collaboration.
Like, it was definitely a collaboration every single time. Okay. But for me, like, modeling was just shit. I just wanted to do it because I love to do it. I mean, growing up, like, I didn't have a real, like, positive childhood. Like, I was bullied, I was, like, teased, and I was taunted with, like, all of my life from, like, different avenues, like family or friends or people that I didn't know, strangers and whatnot. So when I finally got into, like, my, I guess you would say, like, my metamorphosis phase of being the girl that was talked about, like, all the time in school and shit like that. And then now, like, you see her, she done graduated high school, she in college, you know, doing her thing, and, like, it's like, oh shit, she kind of look good, you know. So I was getting all this attention. So what you saying
that you wasn't looked at in the past?
Yeah, I wasn't looked at in the past. Like, and then when I got into got into like college and shit, you know, I was getting all this attention, and I was like, oh shit,
okay,
I'm feeling myself a little bit, you know. But
shout out to the guys.
It kind of like took me down a hole that I was not prepared for.
Okay.
And so I went from, you know, like being so like kind of shy, like trying to, I was always outspoken though.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't afraid to, remember the first time I ever got my heart broken was in 6th grade. I wrote love note. I wrote a love letter to this boy in 6th grade, and I asked him to our middle school dance, and he read the letter in front of the entire cafeteria.
Yo, bro, why you
during
do that?
That day,
That's
during that day
weird.
at lunch, that he got the letter, and everybody laughed and like joked on me and shit like that.
So yeah, that's messed up, G. I don't even know why you would do that. That's weird. Like, who does that?
But but like,
I'm sorry,
modeling brought a very sexy, sensual, like
presence to
dominant presence to me that I was not really like used to, and I just kind of like dove. Like the first photographer I ever worked with, his name was Carlos Fun. Still somewhat connected with him. I haven't talked to him in a minute. I hope that he is definitely doing well. But he reached out to me, and we met at this old nightclub that used to be open in Richmond called Escape.
Okay.
Yeah. No, Hyperlink. It was Hyperlink.
Yeah. Drop a bomb.
So we met at an event, a modeling event, and he took this photo. He did this photo shoot of me, and he put a cherry in my mouth.
Okay.
Look, my mom, when she saw these photos, she was like, Raven, what in the hell is wrong with you taking photos with a cherry in your mouth? But it opened me up, you know, like working with him opened me up, and it brought me so much like confidence, and like it made my head big. Like it made me feel myself. It made me look at myself how
it gassed you up
in different lights. Like like I was like, you know what, these are my features. So this is gonna be what I'm gonna own. You know, so what I'm saying?
Fully embraced it.
Exactly.
Nice.
And then I started, you know, like working out and like looking real good. And I was like, oh shit. Okay.
All you was doing was taking care of yourself. That's all she was doing, taking care of herself.
So with modeling, it just really took off, and I don't know, I like the whole like Victoria's Secret shit. I was always like, what it would be like to be a 5'5" model. Like short torso, long legs, like, you know, let me actually be on the runway with these tall, skinny bitches.
Yeah, I feel you. So
you know what I'm saying? Like what it would be like to be able to do shit like that. So that's how I wanted to model, and I wanted to show that, like, yeah, like my body ain't like real tall and skinny, but at the same time, like I can still walk better than her, like, or I can walk as good as she is.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? But
I'm glad that you had that confidence. You know what I'm saying? Because, and honestly, in my opinion, like I feel like confidence is the key to getting a lot of stuff accomplished and tackling a lot of things that you might have not done before. Even though you haven't experienced it before, you have that confidence. You can go in and accomplish your goal. Simple as that. Yeah.
That's very true.
So, let's talk about working out and fitness. I guess, how long you been doing that?
Shit, I've been athletic ever since I've been a little girl too.
So what you do growing up, athletic wise?
Oh my gosh, I used to swimming was my shit.
Okay.
Swimming was my shit. I used to compete. I used to swim for the Boys and Girls Club. When it was open downtown long time ago, I swam for them for some years, and then I used to swim for Richmond Metro as a kid. And my mom moved from Southside to the West End. Sorry. She moved to the West End, and I was in the jurisdiction of Hermitage. So in the jurisdiction of Hermitage, I wasn't close to Godwin. Godwin was the closest school to me, but they were the only one that had a swim team.
Oh, yeah, true.
Could not swim. But I started lifeguarding like maybe a year half a year or whatever after graduating high school.
Okay.
And so I used to always get to swim then.
Nice.
I've done other sports like here and there, like, you know, growing up just trying different things. Like I did soccer, field hockey. I tried track, hated it.
Yeah, I never really ran track at all.
Not for me. I ain't saying it's like a bad sport for anybody else. Chill. but for me, it just, I wasn't good at track. Like
what was you running? Was you jumping? Was you throwing? Like what was you? You know,
nothing. I tried conditioning.
I tried
conditioning, and the second day after conditioning, I was like, yeah, this is not for me. So I did step team for a while.
You did the step team?
I did. That was my shit. Oh my gosh, I got like the visuals.
Was you at the pet rallies at
Yes. Yeah. Yes, with the grit face and everything.
Okay.
Do not ask me to do that.
I'm not going to ask you to do that. That's
when I tell people that, they be like, oh, do the grit face. I'm like, no, why? You got to be weird right now.
You don't got to do that. You don't got to do that here. And here at the Cloud Station, it's all about comfortability. I just, you know what I'm saying, want to let y'all know, here at the Cloud Station, it's all about comfortability, being yourself, being in a comfortable environment, and sharing your experiences. And we just here to showcase your art. You know what I'm saying? Showcase it, what you do. Give you your flowers while you still here. You feel what I'm saying? Why you still here? You feel me? Because why somebody got to pass for you to, like, you know what I'm saying, give them their flowers? Nah, we here now. Because not every day is promising. It's really hard to find genuine people these days. So when you do find your genuine people, give them their flowers when their flowers is due. That's all I say. That's all, you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. For real. But yeah. So you used to step. But what about like lifting weights? Like when you started lifting weights and, you know what I'm saying, being in the gym?
I got really heavy in the gym when I moved to Vegas.
You moved to Vegas? You was in Vegas?
Yeah, 2013 I moved to Vegas. And I lived in Vegas for about 2.5 years. And that's when I got into boxing. And I started boxing at the Mayweather gym for a little bit. Okay. And I worked with some amazing people. And that's when I started to get into like, I like the competitive look and the, you know, like the leanness and the muscles and, you know, stuff like that. Like I started to really get into that then. And I've been on it. I haven't been as consistent as I would like to be. And really sometimes I just be tired. So I have to take, sometimes I can go like months, like I'll go like 6 months straight, like non-stop every single day in the gym, like not even really Monday thinking about Sunday. Sometimes I do 2-a-days, like I can really go into that groove and that shit is too weird for me. Because it's like I don't think about anything else but going to the gym, and if I have not gone to the gym, my day to me is not complete, and I get in this mood where like I'm like, damn, I'm not doing anything because I'm not in the gym. I don't like being like that. I'm not saying that it's negated universally, but to me, I can't fuck with that.
I feel you.
Just because I have to force myself to sit my ass down sometimes.
Well, I'm glad that you're sitting down at the Cloud Station because, you know what I'm saying, it's hard to get her to sit down. So if she sits down now, we good. We already with it.
So with the gym now, now I go when I want to go. I don't feel pressured. And I can go consistently. So I can go 4 to 5 times a week if I want. Or the following week, I can go 3. So, but I don't know. Lifting just like, it makes me feel so good. Like my body feels good. I feel limber. I feel free. Like I don't have
you like feel like the energy like just flowing through you and just like pump.
When I'm like hopped up on pre-workout, but when I'm like at a regular day, I don't really want to be in here, but I'm gonna get this work done. Okay. So regardless, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna get done. Oh yeah, I'm focused when I'm in it. Like you can ask anybody that sees me working out. Like when they see me working out, they be like, yo, you be so focused. I don't even like really want to say anything to you, and I'm like,
you got
exactly.
That, you got that Kobe mentality.
That's what I want. Like, I do not want you to fuck with me when I'm in the gym. Like, yes, I'm nice. Like, I'm gonna say hi and whatnot, but we not about to have no 5-10 minute conversation. Like, my rest time only lasts like a minute, if that.
In between workouts?
Yes. Okay. Like in between my.
So you high intensity a lot.
My heart rate beat up there. Like my heart rate, it be up there. But at the end of the day, I don't like to take too much time to lag, because when I do, then that's when I get unfocused. Okay. And then that's when I have to like, fuck, nah, I done had this like fucking 9-minute conversation with this person, and now I got to get back in the groove and get myself back together. I got to change some songs or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just so a lot of actions.
Yeah, but
I can actually see you being a personal trainer in the future.
Oh, I used to be.
See, okay, talk about the personal trainer. Like, yeah, I mean, she holding gyms.
I used to be.
There's many layers to an onion, you know.
I tell some people that like I literally am an onion. Like, I have mad.
You got a peel. Yeah. Layer by layer. That's cool.
I used to train a little bit, and so when I moved from Vegas, I moved to Orlando, right? Okay. And I worked at LA Fitness. Started out as a entry level selling personal training packages. Worked my way up to where I was actually PT director for 2 gyms out in Orlando. Well, one in Melbourne and then one in Winston Falls, which is in Orlando as well. Okay. So I had the opportunity to, I wasn't certified at this time, but I did have the opportunity to actually train people in a sense of when any of my trainers weren't available and stuff like that. Yo, I love training. Like on the outside of all the other stuff that you have to deal with in regards to being a trainer, you have to be a therapist, you have to be a life coach, you have to be present if you are dealing with specific people who need that, who are looking for a trainer to be that.
So that's why personal trainers are really hands-on with their clients? Like that?
Some of them are, not all of them. Some of them just be looking at motherfuckers while they working out and or on their phone and shit, and the person be dying there and doing the shit all wrong.
Might need that spot.
Not everybody is a trainer. Like some people have the opportunity to train people, but not everybody is a trainer. And I give my respect, like when it's needed, to those who I see like in person who really be training. So. But I was not the person that wanted to continue to deal with that up and down roller coaster. Yeah. It just wasn't a love for me. I liked it, but I didn't love it. So,
are you only able to do things that you love?
No, I don't think so. I think you can definitely do things that you don't like to do. You can do things that you like to do, or the smidge, or whatever. You can do things that you really do love to do. 9 times out of 10, a lot of the things that I'm doing, I really don't care to do that much, but I do it because it helps me with the lifestyle that I want to live. Like, the jobs that I work, I like my jobs. However, I don't see myself doing those as like, well, that's how I want to retire. Like, that's what I want my 401k to come out of, Like, that's not.
But it works for you at this moment.
It works for me at this moment because it's helping me to evolve to when I can actually do something that I truly love. Yeah. Where, like, I can wake up at any time of the day and not be stressed because I want to do this. You know what I'm saying? Or where I'm just so free of all other outside boundaries or external boundaries to where they hinder me from being able to feel like, I can wake up without dreading to do some shit.
I'm smiling because I be feeling the same. Because all I want to do naturally is just travel the world and skate. You know what I'm saying? Skate everything, skate everywhere. You know what I'm saying? But right now I'm in the process of building a well-oiled machine that's something that can work while you're sleeping. Work for you while you're sleeping. You feel what I'm saying? So it's to be able to get to that point, you know what I'm saying? The grind is hard. The grind is heavy. But you know what I'm saying? I accept the challenge. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I totally feel you. It's definitely worth it. You know what I'm saying? So I guess now, because I've always been defiant, me getting older now, I'm about like 31. You know, I have responsibilities. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, growing up skating, I didn't really care about none of that shit. Like, for real. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Wasn't that so lovely, though?
Yeah, it was
to
just
be
be
able
free.
To, like, just be free, and now you have to actually think about, even though I just wake up, money. Do I need this job? I know for a fact that I need this fucking job.
Yeah, facts. You know what I'm saying? We here now. Yeah, I feel you. All right, let's take a little break. I need to smoke a cig. That was great.
How did you feel when you dropped it? How do you feel when you dropped it and after when you dropped it?
Well, when I dropped it, the responses I was getting, even but this, mind you, this was the first song I dropped before I dropped the album, my first project. You know what I'm saying? My first full body of work. So, you know what I'm saying? So I dropped that joint. The responses were crazy. I'm like, oh man, so it's about to be crazy. About to drop my first project. You know what I'm saying? I'm still getting the crazy feedback. Started doing shows. You know what I'm saying? Before the album, opening up with that same song. You know what I'm saying? Dropped the album. It's like, damn, they fucking with it. You know what I'm saying? So to this day, I still got people reposting that song. You know what I'm saying? This is back 2017. It's 2021, going on 22 now. You know what I'm saying? So just for me to still get that love, you know what I'm saying? Just from like my old fans, you know what I'm saying? Back when I wasn't even flowing like this, you know what I'm saying? Back when I was still figuring myself out, you know what I'm saying? The same motherfucker.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. He was fighting the.
You recording? Okay.
He was fighting the praying mantis. Like, okay. It was in the beginning. So he came over earlier, and I had that plan.
Okay.
But I mean, damn, I love so many different ones though. Yeah. There's like,
hold on real quick, y'all. When I'm talking about, I just asked her about anime. All right, so we going into the anime because now I have an anime head on the show with me, and we can get a little nerdy. Yeah, go ahead.
I love Attack on Titan.
That's a great one.
Definitely gotta be Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Okay.
Jujutsu Kaisen, that's my shit.
I don't know if I really watched that.
Jujutsu Kaisen?
Yeah. All right, keep going.
All right.
Don't play me on here.
Inuyasha was always one of my like all-time faves.
Facts.
Don't give me that look. John over there looking at me crazy. And then, damn, I definitely, because when I was looking at what we were gonna talk about, I was thinking to myself, I was like, yo, I have like 6, I think, actually.
Well, what's the 6? We need the 6.
Bleach and no,
Bleach,
not.
Yeah.
Well, Bleach is a great one.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna front.
Is.
Bleach is a great one. However, Demon Slayer and Fire Force, those are like really the ones that I can watch like over and over and over and over. I've seen, I think, Bleach twice because I saw it when I was little, and then I didn't see it for a while, and then I watched it again. But it was always one of the ones that I did like as far as like time capsule animes. You know, like I was put on to anime when I got to see I think it was Fifths of the North Star. That was the first thing that I saw.
What year was that, you think?
It was the 80s, right? Late 80s.
No, when
did I see it? I didn't see it until 96. I didn't start watching that until 96.
So you was watching anime in 96?
Yeah.
Y'all hear that? She's been watching anime for quite some time. That's all right. That's all right.
But I got put onto Fifths of the North Star, and then, like, of course, like Sailor Moon. That was,
for sure.
that that was my shit, and
it was dope.
And it just grew and grew and grew, and Toonami came out, and I would have to sneak to watch TV, like to watch Toonami at 11 o'clock.
Well, I'm glad you did.
Like, I'm glad I did too, because I got to like really have a, that was my great childhood side.
Right.
That's
how I found out about like Cowboy Bebop, Trigun, you know what I'm saying? I'm already on Dragon Ball Z, you know what I'm saying? So that's on there, and it's just like a bunch of just different shows.
Mm-hmm.
What's that joint? Something with the Cowardly Dog. I remember that used to. Yeah, like they used to.
You talking about Courage, Cowardly Dog?
Yeah, like
that's
what I'm saying,
not
like,
anime, but that's
it's
a
not
great
anime.
Cartoon.
Exactly. Well, I guess I said that because it was like on some late night shit.
No, but it was though. Because
Yeah.
Courage, the Cowardly Dog was kind of like rated R a little bit for a tune.
Yeah, it was very dark. Let's just say that. It was a very dark cartoon. But anime wise, it's Trigun, the Akira movie.
Okay.
That joint, you know what I'm saying? I used to watch a lot of Gundam.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
like a lot of Mobile Suits.
Me and my brother both used to watch Gundam.
Okay.
Like,
yeah. I mean, how could you not?
That was a great one. That was a great. Well,
it's just sad though.
What are your top 5 or top? 6?
I would say Hunter x Hunter, Dragon Ball, the whole series, Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, Naruto. Drawing a blank. Hold up. Stone. Initial D for sure. You know what I mean? And Gundam. A lot of Gundam. I mean, I just watch a lot of Gundam. And low key, for real, like a lot of Sword Art Online.
Yo, I actually started recently watching Sword Art Online. I was told for a long time to watch that, and I never did, but I just recently started that this year.
Did you see? So you watching the first season?
I'm in the second season.
So you seen the first season?
Yeah.
Look, basically, if I don't get love like that, I'm single. I mean, that's real love. You feel what I'm
because
saying?
that grew from literally nothing.
If I ain't getting love like that, it's just it's nothing. I'm not fucking with it. Straight up. Sword Art Online made me realize what true love is. Like, so, you know what I'm saying? You'll sacrifice everything for that love. That shit is dangerous. Yeah, it's dangerous.
Well, I mean, they really ain't got no other choice.
Yeah.
Because they in there anyway.
Yeah, true.
Until they get...
Damn.
But...
like, whoop. That's a good anime, y'all. That's like... It's like an anime about, like, players in a virtual reality video game getting trapped in it, like on some Tron Legacy, but on some anime shit. And that shit is just crazy. It's like an RPG. And you just levels. 100 levels. You trying to build, you know what I'm saying? Go up 100 levels with your clan, your squad, or your guild, or whatever you want to call this shit. You feel me? That shit was dope, though. You know what I mean? Definitely check out Sword Art Online on some nerdy shit. You know what I mean? It's on Netflix, you know what I mean? So, that's easy. But yeah, those are about those.
There's this one anime that I am hoping that they actually really do a second season, which is Vinland Saga.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Gotta watch that.
What is it called? Vinland Saga?
Vinland Saga.
Vinland?
Vinland. Vinland.
Okay.
Saga.
I'll check it out.
Yeah.
See what that's about. Don't even tell me about it. I want to make it a surprise.
Have you seen Parasite?
No, what's that about?
You haven't seen Parasite? Damn. You seen Outcast?
What's Outcast?
Oh, shit.
No, for real. Because, like, I guess I watch a lot of animes that are based off of video games. Like Street Fighter, Tekken. What else? What are other games that they have animes for?
So you watch like Ghost in the Shell.
Yes.
Too, right?
Yeah. Okay. I fuck with that. That's some old school shit.
They put a lot of Resident Evil animes out there as well too.
I don't really be fucking with the zombies like that, for real, and that type of shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Resident Evil always kind of like sketched me out.
Really?
Like video game wise, yeah. I wouldn't play that shit. Like, I play a whole lot of other stuff before I play that. You You ever watch like One Punch Man?
I've seen One Punch Man.
Yeah, you fuck with it?
Mm-hmm.
You like it? Okay. Definitely. I do like how some of these like new, like some of the artwork for the new animes that's coming out, that's been recent. You know what I'm saying? They're out now. That I just like the artwork for real. And like we were talking about Baki earlier. There's another joint too. I forgot the name of it, but it's like basically like Baki. It's like the same thing. A dude who's
There's
like
this one called King and Ashura.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah. That's on Netflix as well too. That one's pretty good.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
As far as like your fighting style.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what it's about for me, man. It's like, you know what I'm saying, the different fighting styles. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I like Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah.
I like Naruto. You know what I'm saying? Dragon Ball Z, because it's all about the different styles and forms that they do. You know what I'm saying? They just say some crazy shit. Or like they'll be fighting, you know what I'm saying? Then it'll be like fucking like 25 minutes of just like. You're not really
into the fantasy styles.
I guess not.
Except for Sword Art, because Sword Art is still kind of fantasy.
That kind of bridged the gap for me to start looking at other shit.
Well, do you watch Final Fantasy? Have you seen that?
No.
And then there's another
I play the games though.
You play the games though?
Yeah.
Okay. There's another one that's on Amazon Prime. Drawing a blank, but
I got that too. So I'm gonna tap in. I'm about to start searching because they had I watched Invincible. You ever watch Invincible?
Crazy.
Yeah, that's how anime should be.
Is on one.
Yeah, he really is. Like it's very.
He is really on one.
It just be dark, yo. Like people just be dying out of nowhere. You be thinking like
he
that
be
person's sweet.
Them.
Yeah,
he literally.
Like, they be sweet and then they just die. It's
and then
like,
the aliens on there, they're kind of tough.
Facts.
They ain't nothing to fuck with.
Like I remember when I was watching Naruto, and no cap, I had to take a 2-week break from watching Naruto when Master Jiraiya died. Like you feel me? Like nigga, I didn't even sleep, bruh. You feel me? Hey, exactly. A couple came down, squirt some a little bit. Pause. You know what I mean? But yeah, when Pervy Sage died, bro, it was that shit was different.
Do you watch Boruto?
No, I haven't got there.
No, you haven't gotten to that.
My homie, he talks a little bit to me about Boruto, and he was just like, it's different. It's like flashbacks on like the other shit, right?
See, one of my brothers is a huge Naruto fan. Mm-hmm. I wasn't honestly a huge Naruto fan. Though I still liked watching it a little bit. But then I also tried Boruto. I was like, yeah, this is not for me at all. And then I have a friend that she's dived in deep into Boruto, and like she calls me sometimes and she talks to me about it, and I'm like, girl, like I cannot get into that shit at all. But she loves it, so I'm gonna let her say what she wants because that's my homegirl. And then I guess like some character recently died and it like made her cry. And
I mean they really know how to write.
It was the nine-tailed fox within Naruto demon, the nine-tailed fox demon that died within him, and she was like really sad about it.
Damn.
And then I heard about it on the outskirts as well too, and I was like, yo, people really like
I'm sorry,
I love it though. I love it.
Oh,
I really do, because that's how like anime is, like it's culture.
It really is, yo.
It
really is culture. And I just feel like a lot of people now like there's a new wave of anime watchers, you know what I'm saying? But since me and you are here to say that we've been here for a very long time, you know what I'm saying, watching anime, I'm glad that y'all caught up, you know what I'm saying, caught on to what anime, because anime teach you more about real life than what you learn in school. Like, no cap.
If you ever want to know whatever conspiracy theory is true, watch anime. Please.
Definitely. I agree with that. You know what I mean? Straight up.
Like, they will teach you what's literally going on in the world. And they'll take you out of it and put you in another world and have you thinking like, damn, does this shit actually really happen somewhere? Like,
facts.
Like it.
So, give me give me your perspective on just like being a female within the media world, within America right now. Just like just give me your perspective on women's rights and where things are going with the women in power right now.
Oof.
Is that deep?
That's really deep.
Okay.
I ain't gonna front. All right, where do I begin? First and foremost, I want to give a disclaimer. This is truly within my own head. This is not me stating that anybody needs to agree with this.
Okay.
You can disagree. I don't give a fuck.
Bet.
But at the end of the day, this is just, you've asked a question, so I'm gonna answer the question to my best ability. But in the media world, I'm not so sure how it is to be a female in the media world. I mean, I'm really like fresh in still.
Okay.
I'm still working through my own ability to be more productive than what I am doing right now. I'm trying to get in the force of producing more work than I know that I can produce.
Okay.
Or that I produce currently. As far as like art goes, that's my spiel on art.
Okay.
Modeling though, shit fucking sucks.
Okay.
And it has its times where it's rewarding, but it has more of its times where it is not the wave for me. I mean, the typical, if you show your breasts, your nipples, or you model risque, very tasteful, sexy, you're always looked at as like, oh, she just another Instagram shorty, or she not smart, she not bright, she out here showing her assets, shit like that. And it's like
very judgmental.
Yeah, I mean, very judgmental, very opinionated. Even though people say I don't judge, we don't judge, don't judge, and all the other bullshit. Yeah. But like on
how do you think it could get better? How do you think like the industry can get better for women? Like let's. I know there's a lot of negative. Like what are some counter positives that you think can be done to better, or even the playing field?
Well, for one, I think within women being more open to express how they view themselves, how they look at themselves in the mirror, how they give themselves love, and how they give themselves grace every morning with whatever shape, form, color, anything, they are. God, the first person that comes to my mind is Rihanna. Like she takes, and not just the woman's body, but the man's body as well too. Like she takes any form of the human body and she puts it into fashion, and she gives them the spotlight and the ability to be them without judgment. Like she literally creates a field.
That's powerful.
Yeah, she literally creates a field of free, totally respect her for that. Like to just watch like all of her shows on Amazon Prime, and
so what are some of her shows?
Well, she has her fashion shows on Amazon Prime of her line, and she has different, like, people from all walks of life that are all of different races, ethnicities, whatever you want to call it. They are different sizes in body composition, height as well too. And some of them may not have a left arm, some of them may not have both legs, like some of them some of them are transsexual, some of them are a man who's gay, like some of them may be so this, some of them may be that. Like she is the melting pot to take people who are all walks of life and have them in the show, whether they're short, whether they're tall, like, you
That's
know,
deep,
and
that's what she doing.
Yeah, so when I think of women empowerment, I think about people like her,
for sure.
who open up the doorway for women to be, and like I said, like Rihanna takes men and women as well too, but just in general, as far as the women's side, you know, she gives women that avenue to be who you want to be. I think another way that is a counter positive or counterproductive towards the, you know, offset is just women uplifting each other, man. Like, we need more of that. We have a lot of divide. Like, it's a lot of women bashing each other, talking about what this woman looks like and what she should not do and how she should not photograph herself and this and that, and whether she has silicone or whether she's all natural, like, it doesn't matter. We have so much already dividing us that all of it is just literally, it's like a ticking time bomb. You know, I think that's also a big thing. And then people around us just helping us to uplift. As a woman personally, I can see why women feel the way that they feel after a breakup. I can feel why they feel ugly or not presentable or not what they wanted that man to look at them as. You know, they don't feel like that man, that woman that he left her for. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can understand that. But when you have somebody that you know is going through something like that, even if it's like a stranger, you should be able to just give them some sort of kindness to help that woman feel beautiful. Like,
understandable.
Even if you are not physically attracted,
but you need
to
that
woman.
That validation.
Women, like, come on now, like, women need validation. We love when you tell us that we are doing a great or phenomenal fucking job at taking care of these fucking kids, at making sure this house is straight, making sure that she's on her shit and she's taking care of herself, and not only herself but everybody around her. Maybe she has to take care of her mom, her aunt, her grandmother, her great grandmother at the same time. Like, women can multitask out the ass, like, in so many different ways, and a lot of times we don't get the credit where that we really deserve. And then a lot of times we also don't know how to voice that we want credit. Like, we just want you to say, babe, like, I see what you're doing.
But you know how we are, we as men, we could just be super dumb about little small things and details like that. So,
and it's okay though. It really, like, it really is okay. And a lot of women have to understand that, because as a man and as a woman, we are not going to always at the same time understand each other. That's
true. Because we're like, sometimes we can be polar opposites.
We definitely
can. We just got to meet in the middle.
Exactly. Yeah. So with us meeting in the middle, you're probably able to say, you know, is it validation that you want? And instead of her saying, yes, fool, like, what the fuck? Like, instead of her cutting up and her being like, babe, that's literally all that I wanted. And then y'all meeting halfway. Like, it. But I mean, in the sense of, like, women empowerment and, like, where women at right now, like, I can't, it's so many different topics that I can go with, so many different ways. Like, all in all, the shit that I see, the shit that I'm faced with on a daily basis, and the reason as to why I like to take time from Instagram or social media in general is because I think that's smart, though. I get so tired of seeing people bash each other. Like, that is all I see. I rarely see where people are uplifting each other, and that's just any fucking walk of life. Like, that has nothing to do with us being this and us being that, you know. It gets, it's negative depressing energy, you know. Sure. and it then I feel, sometimes I feel like I neglect it because I don't want to look at it, you know, or I don't want to. What can I do? you know, what really can I do if I'm also trying to get my shit together? I'm also trying to figure out where I'm going to be in the next 5 years or 10 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
But
I feel like it's healthy to take social media breaks. Like, you should definitely take social media breaks.
No, you should definitely, like, if you ever pay attention to your screen, like, if you have an iPhone, I'm not sure if Joy does this, but if you have an iPhone and you have that screen time notification and it shows you every week, like, you know, how many hours a day you spend on a phone, then you probably realize, like, why you have short-term memory loss, or why you can't fully think about, like, an entire sentence before you say it, you know, or maybe you have other things that you're paying attention to that you don't let people know about, you know, but that you notice about yourself that you're, like, lacking on when it comes to knowledge or comes to how to retain information or how to understand information, or even how to adapt, you know, like all of that shit comes from you being in your phone all day, and a lot of times it comes from being on a computer, being around radiation, like I mean, it goes so many different ways, kind of tapping into even just the smallest amount of, like, you know, recession of not doing any of that. Well, not recession, but, like, maybe, like, just I'm gonna step out for a bit.
I tell you what, I took like a couple different times, like, I took, like, technology breaks.
You did, yeah, because we've known each other for a while now, to where I've at least witnessed you doing that 3 times now, at
least,
and you would go like a few months.
It was amazing.
Yeah,
that's
and
you know,
and
go
really,
fishing.
you know what's crazy? You inspired me to do that.
Word.
And
I mean, it's worth it.
And I did that, like, at a point, like, last year. Yes, for sure. I did that last year at a point where I wasn't on Instagram for, I think I did a full month where I was not on any social media at all. Like, but I mean,
how was it? In your experience?
Oh, at first I was like, I would pull out my phone and then I would look at something and then I'm like, ooh, I can't go to Instagram. I'm not supposed to. So I would lock my phone back and I'll put my phone away. Or I'm, like, texting or something like that, and then my thumb will miraculously, like, slide on everything else and then go to Instagram. I know some people, when they watch this, they're probably gonna be like, oh, that shit happened to me too. Yeah. But
it has its
then
own
it just
energy.
became a habit where I was like, nah, you know what? I'm just going to delete the app. So I just deleted the app. And then that's when each day it just got easier and easier and easier. I actually hate social media with a passion. Like, I really, if I could go back to when we only were able to market with, like, regular flyers and newspaper ads and shit like that, I would take that over any day.
I do.
Like, because being able to talk to a person face to face without them feeling intimidated or scared to talk to you, or, you know, just like to where they were that's the only means of communication that we really had besides a rotary phone or a telephone. I would take that shit over any day. Like, I hate the fact that even just with this, I have to market through a website, social media, through multiple streams of social media, through
a lot of different platforms.
And it's like, I have ADHD. I can't fucking keep up with that shit all the time. You know, like,
here at the Cloud, that's what we good at. So if you need those type of services, holler at us for business inquiries. But yeah, my bad. You know, you gotta plug that in.
You better throw your ad in there.
You gotta plug that in, you know. So.
You better plug your ad in there.
Compensation. But you good. But no, totally though. I do feel you, like when I lived at my parents' house for a little bit, at the new house that we're at, I didn't live in my room, like I didn't have no technology.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't sleep with the phone in my room.
So what were you doing? Like
the room was just for going to sleep.
Okay.
Or reading a book or stretching.
Okay.
That's it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you
everything
gotta
else.
do more stretches.
Yeah, you got to. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because if I don't, like, I'm just going to be off, you know. And I'm always, like, fighting, like, skate injuries. You know what I'm saying? So, the more that I stretch, you know what I'm saying, the more.
So, you have, like, a daily routine and everything?
I would say, yeah. I'm more of a routine
So, because you
could
probably teach me something, because I do not do morning stretches.
For real?
I don't.
Damn.
I should though, because I definitely have scoliosis.
I mean, you can do it. You can do it in the like when you wake up in your bed, like you know what I'm saying. Like you do a couple stretches,
you can do the little,
but you got to be careful though, because you'll go back to sleep. It's a gift and a curse. You know what I'm saying? Like I've definitely stretched myself to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and woke up on the floor. It's like,
I'm gonna
what's
have to
going
try
on?
That. So send me
what happened.
Send me your favorite exercises that you do, so I can start doing that.
I definitely do. I do try to sneak in like 8-minute abs routinely as well.
In the morning as well?
No, hell no. No, that's
well, when you do your like
midday or after your day, before you like smoke or something.
Here's it. Well, do you work out?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah, my work now is a workout. Like so, I don't even have to work out because at work I'm dead ass working out.
Okay, so when you're doing your work, when you're doing your thing, like that's. So let me ask you this: when you do your 8-minute abs, is this like 1 whole minute of one exercise, and then that's your 8 minutes? So you do 8 exercises, all 1 minute, or are you doing
45 seconds, 50 seconds?
Ooh,
with no
twist it.
Yeah.
So 1 minute.
All right.
One exercise itself, and you do 8 different exercises to equal up 8 minutes. Because I do 7. I do 7 different ab exercises, and I do them all for 1 minute.
So that's different. That's definitely different, and I feel like that might be a little bit more intense.
Oh hell yeah, it's gonna cut you up real nice. So all the people that have been asking about like my little ab routine.
Yeah. So 7 minutes,
and it includes.
But 1 minute ab workout. 7 minutes with no rest in between. You just go straight. You
just keep going.
That sounds dope. Yeah, the 8-minute ab joint, I just be on YouTube with it. You know what I'm saying? Hey gang, like you know what I'm saying? Shut your bitch ass up, man. Like, so let's get this shit going. Like, you feel me? Like, that's just how I look at it.
Hey, gang.
Yeah, that's what he say. Like you know what I'm saying? If you type in 8-minute abs on YouTube, you gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. Shout out to my brother Doobie the Don, El Papadonna, who put me on to the 8-minute ab years ago. You know, because no bullshit, yo. My homie, one of my homies, he tore his ACL and MCL. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like
recently.
No, this was years ago.
Okay,
this was
but
years
he's
ago.
Better now.
Yeah, for sure. He can play basketball right now if you want to.
Good.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Not professionally or anything like that, but like, you know what I'm saying? If you want to go, you know what I'm saying, to the court and shoot the basketball, play a little pickup game, he can do it. But when he did that, you know what I'm saying, like, he was kind of like bummed about it, you know what I'm saying? But I like basically got him since, you know what I'm saying, in that workout, you don't use your knees. Mm-hmm. You feel me? So, and I would tell him like to use one leg if, you know what I'm saying, he couldn't do it. But for like, he did that for like a couple weeks. I remember he went to the doctor and it was like, yeah, you tore that, blah, 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 the MCL, ACL. He was like, fuck. And for like a month, I did the 8-minute abs with him and just kind of got him to stretch and then like rest that joint, you know what I'm saying? And switched up his diet. And then when he went back to the doctor before to get surgery, they said that his shit already mended back itself.
Oh, like, damn. That's good.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? And that's when I knew. I was like, yes, I know how to like rejuvenate, like, you know what I'm saying?
Corrective exercise.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying?
That's exactly what that is, corrective exercise. When you
See, I didn't know it was that.
When you heard something before and you go to start your whole, this after your rehab process, I believe, and you know, you just start strengthening up that area, so you have specific corrective exercises to help you not continue to tear or pull certain ligaments, muscles, or strain anything, where you have like proper blood flow through the muscles and stuff like that too. So
it's so important.
Yeah, that's
it's
like
so important.
Well, that's a natural ability. So you talking about me being a trainer? I'm
just saying, like, yo, if you do need some services on some regenerative, you know what I'm saying, coming back from a little bit something, we could really talk, because I'd rather do that than work my job. So, you know, that's how I like it. For real, for real. What, regenerative? Rejuvenative? Rejuvenate? Rejuvenate is not a word?
Nah, that ain't what you said.
What I said?
Rejuvenate is a word.
Oh, excuse me. Well, let's bring that back. You know what I'm saying? Because here at Cloud TV, we still chilling. You know what I'm saying? It's not, we professional, but we ain't got to be, you know what I'm saying, suit and tie. That's cool. That's cool. We should probably document that, throw that in the Urban Dictionary. Rejuvenative? That's what I said? What I said? What I said? What I said?
That ain't what you said the first time. Now it's the remix.
Okay, so now we remixing. Let me bring that back though. Yeah, just like when it comes to like stretching, like you said, like blood flow, like you can literally lose weight from stretching. You know what I'm saying? Like 3 times a day and switch your diet, you can lose 20 pounds in a week. No bullshit. If you stretch.
I don't want to do that, so it's a good thing that I don't stretch.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe it.
I mean, I do warm up before I work out. I definitely warm up and stuff like that. So I make myself limber. Yeah. And warm up my muscles. I do warm up exercises where I, incorporate resistant bands, stuff like that. Okay. But as far as
like stretching,
in the morning, first thing, I don't do that, and
you should try.
If you're telling me that it's gonna make me lose 20 pounds, like I'm only 136. So I'm not trying to.
No, you don't gotta do all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, if you're like, for people who want to lose weight, you know what I'm saying, and the easiest way to lose weight is stretching 3 times a day and eating make sure you eat greens, a starch. You know what I'm saying? So eat your vegetables, you know what I'm saying? A green, a starch, like rice or potatoes.
And you a nutritionist?
And a protein.
You an onion too.
A little bit. Yeah, a lot. I'm definitely onion.
A lot of it.
A lot of it. Yeah,
credit.
A lot of it.
You better give yourself credit.
If you eat those meals, like you can eat chicken, rice, and greens. Or chicken, mixed vegetables, and rice, or potatoes.
Do you count your calories?
No.
No?
No, because I mean, I'm going to burn. Everything gets burned. Yeah. Stretching burns calories. Using cinnamon.
So what type of diet are you on? Or
fruits,
or eating lifestyle?
Vegetables, smoothies, throwing cinnamon in it to speed your metabolism, to burn calories when you're not doing nothing. Salads with protein, like chicken. Okay. Chicken and steak. Rice bowls, mixed vegetables. As long as I have those as long as a meal, you can eat any meal. If you put the work in, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Because that's why Chad Ochocinco could go to practice and then go to McDonald's and go ham. You feel what I'm saying? Because he put the work in. But as long as you have a good source of protein, your greens and your vegetables, you know what I'm saying, and your fruit for antioxidants and your energy and stuff like that. If you add that, all those together, you eat that, and then you add exercise, you know what I'm saying, with stretching, you're going to lose weight. You know what I'm saying? You're going to define, you're going to be toned into who you are, you know what I'm saying? Now, lifting weights, though, is different, you know what I'm saying? Lifting weights, you're building strength, so. But yeah, that's usually what I do. I'll eat whole meals. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like as long as I put the work in physically, as long as I put the right things in my body, the antioxidants, you know what I'm saying, get the right proteins and eat the right greens and mixed vegetables and vegetables in general, I'm gonna be straight. You know what I'm saying?
So what about holistic living and whatnot?
And that's the thing that I actually want to get into. You know what I'm saying? I think everything off of me, when I was growing up, I didn't eat candy.
Oh, really?
No.
Okay.
I didn't eat sweets. You know what I'm saying? I just had meals.
I definitely was eating like the Spam, the Vienna sausage. Don't judge because I come from the country.
Okay.
First and foremost.
All right. So it's different.
Very different. Where I'd eat deer meat, deer jerky, deer bacon.
That sounds good though.
Like deer sausage.
Ooh, deer bacon?
Man, what? Like my grandfather, he used to fresh off the boat, cut and clean fish, then cook it. We like caught our own fish. We didn't go buy fish from the grocery store.
Okay.
And he grew radishes, like all type of vegetation, lettuce, tomatoes, onions. Like he grew all of that stuff, and I watched him do that for years and years and years.
Okay.
And you know, I didn't grow up eating like or understanding how to eat to live.
I got you.
You know, it was more so that we ate junk food. We had ramen noodles, you know, as like a snack and you know whatnot. So, but I didn't start getting into really looking at what I actually eat until my grandfather really passed, and he passed 2017.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. He was really kind of like the prime example as to like why nobody in the family really cared about what they eat.
He just ate everything.
It really didn't. I mean, we would go to like Hardee's like
every
week. Every week, Hardee's every week. We was eating like McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, like Taco Bell, all that stuff. We was total trash eating.
Just fast food.
Yes. Yeah. And when I started boxing, I started eating a lot better than I was before, but I was definitely still indulging in a lot of the bull. Like I was still into sweets. Like I was a huge sugar person growing up. Like I had to always get cavities filled at the dentist because.
So you're a foodie.
Yes. I love food.
Me too. You gotta eat to live. You know.
And when I got more into my athleticism, that's when I started to become more conscious of what I put in my body. But then I wasn't that deep into it until my grandfather actually passed, because I watched him pass slowly for 6 years from kidney failure, and that's not fun at all. He went all the way to where he needed dialysis maybe like 3 times a week. And after that, he did it like 2 times. And after the second time, he was like, I can't do this no more. He was like, I have to just, you know, let it ride. And I want y'all to understand that I just want to let it ride. And, you know, after that, I was like, all right. So we watched him pass, and you know, we took care of him as up to the very last minute. And that's when I was like, all right, I need to get into like sea moss. I need to get into elderberry.
So he inspired you to get more health conscious.
Yes, he inspired me to pay more attention to it.
Yeah.
Definitely pay more attention to it. I stopped eating pork. I stopped eating beef. I haven't eaten beef well before my grandfather had passed, but I definitely wasn't eating beef at all. Like I recently had beef, and I hadn't had beef in like 12 years.
Yo, that's now that you don't hear that every day. You don't hear that every day. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And I stopped eating pork, and this is now my 4th year of not eating pork.
Now that's discipline.
So I have really, and then I'm not the biggest person to eat junk food either. I will buy something that I can snack on, but I'm not going to kill that within like the first like couple weeks or whatever. It's going to take me like a few months to maybe kill like a small 4 box of Pop-Tarts.
For real?
Like, or, you know, like a bag of popcorn.
So what are you eating it piece by piece? Like,
no, I just don't have an urge to.
Okay.
I kind of like grew out of that by just focusing on not eating that stuff, because when you go to my family house, there's chocolate, there's candy, there's sour candy.
Got some cake over there?
There's cake, there may be even cupcakes, there may be cookies, there may be fucking pies. Like,
I love apple pie though. I'm a sucker for apple pie.
You're gonna have bacon that's been cooked that you can just heat up real quick. Like, there's gonna be all of that. There's gonna be sweet tea. My grandmother makes the most crack sweet tea you have ever tasted in your life. I'm still waiting on her to patent that shit, because when she patents that shit, it's going to take off. It's better than Milo's.
I think it's time for you to do that.
Wait, Chick-fil-A could never. And that's me being very honest. It's not me being insensitive. But it's so many different avenues of you getting caught. There's soda, there's chips, there's all type of shit there, because that's why my dog is so fat. She be eating good, Seiko be eating good. So
shout out to Seiko. Shout out to her dog.
That's my boo. And but I mean, I just kind of got into the groove where I felt like I just needed to pay more attention to what I actually do put in my body.
Yeah, that's good though. That you're conscious of what you put in your body, because it's just really important. Because with everything that they have for real on the shelves, like in America, it's really not good for you. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of that stuff has a lot of high fructose corn syrup, and that shit is not good for you. And it clogs up all your chakras. You feel me? And that right there is going to block you from reaching to your higher self and being able to tune into your spirit. So that's just the Chip. That's why Chip the Ripper is on my top 5, because he talks about that. You feel what I'm saying? And that's real.
And that's real.
So we here at the Cloud TV. This is the Cloud Station. We here with Raven. Raven, I want you to plug in your Instagram and, you know what I'm saying, your social media, just so people can reach you, or at least see what you got going on when you are on social media. You feel what I'm saying? And just tell them a little bit what you got going on in the future when it comes to your art.
So my IG is _De La Soul. That's DELASOLE. It's a goofball. And I mean, really, that's so I'm going back and forth with myself on a lot of things with the website. So please do not ask me about a website.
Instagram's cool. We cool with the Instagram.
Instagram is cool for me right now. I did start an art page. It was called Nani Baka. And then I was told by a person who I would look at as a mentor that I just needed to go with one page. Some people were telling me, oh no, you should keep your art page. Look, I don't fucking do social media. So we gonna keep it at _De La Soul, DELASOLE.
Okay.
And hit me on there. I do commissions right now. And I talk to all of my clients. Like, I'm very personable. I'm very open. You can ask me any question that you need to in regards to the art. I'm going to answer it faithfully, truthfully. And then I send my price points and everything like that. Cool. So it's real seamless. It's really seamless for me. I understand the whole gist of having a website, but right now Instagram is just, it's really simple for me.
Very direct.
Yeah, very direct.
And I totally agree with that. I've literally have purchased art from her 2 separate times. And there will be a third and a fourth and a fifth. Because at the end of the day, like, I like her art. You know what I'm saying? I want to build like a whole collection of just her art. That shit would be cool. Like, what if I'm on, you know what I'm saying? I got a whole room with just like a certain part of a whole wall or something. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm with that. I'm with that for real. Because
it's like having a room full of Jordans.
There we go.
It's the same thing.
There we go. As far as my future endeavors, I have some ideas. I'm not gonna really state them because, you know, I'm kind of a firm believer now of that when you don't talk about the shit that you're trying to do, it actually then happens.
Respect.
You know, but this is my shit though. I love that.
Me too.
I really do. I love that. It opens up like so many different sides of me, and the fact that I'm able to create something unique every single time and give it to somebody, and it almost feels like I'm giving you a piece of me that's gonna stay with you forever.
Pretty much. That's the type of impact that art can do to you, especially as a painting on a canvas that you can hang up on your wall in your home as decoration.
Right, like nobody else ever in life will have this shit.
It's a one-on-one.
Right. Nobody will ever have the other ones that you have. Like, and then that's how I look at all of my art. Like, when I give it to somebody, like, nobody will ever have that piece. So, like, hold on to that piece, because that piece is going to me, I still cherish that piece. So I want you to cherish that piece as much as I do. Though, give me some time. Let me put some NFTs on my shit.
Okay.
Because when you sell it later down the road, I want to make sure that I get a buck for it.
Okay. Yeah, and she signed a back of them too. So yeah, that's cool. That's dope. All right, well shoot. Hey, you already know what time it is. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the Cloud TV, to the Cloud, Pound Side to the Cloud. Shout out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? We out. Peace.